In this video, I'm going to take a look at the Battlefield Cosmetic disaster. It's not so much of a disaster, but it definitely is something that needs to be spoken about, and for anyone who's active on Reddit or Twitter, or to be honest, even in the game, you may have noticed a bit of a change to the cosmetics in the armory. Firstly, I would like to say that the Battlefield 5 community manager Jeff Braddock has commented on this subject on the main Reddit post, explaining that he has already escalated this within the office and appears to not really know what's going on, and he wants to get some answers. What this means, I'm not exactly sure, but it's worth bearing in mind that before I get into the main part of this video, it's not just a straight hate video attached to DICE and what they've done. It is more of a discussion trying to get to the bottom of this cosmetic issue, and in all honesty, the whole thing has been a bit of a mess from start to finish. So a little more on the matter in hand. It is a bit of a controversy. The armory recently updated to include the skin Pit Crew, and whilst a few people, including myself, didn't really notice the significance of the update, many people did. The Pit Crew skin has been removed at the end of last year after it was initially purchasable with company coins, but in this recent armory update it has made a return, only this time to be exclusively purchasable with Battlefield coins, meaning it's only available to buy with real money. What you make of this, well, that's completely up to you. Maybe you're fine with cosmetics being removed that were initially available through in-game currency, and then secondly coming back and only available through actual payable currency. I think that's a little bit odd and a bit dubious, to be honest, from an ethical point of view. There are three possible reasons for this, in my opinion, and remember, I'm trying to do this without throwing DICE under the bus because we don't actually know whether it was a mistake or not. So firstly, and this is probably the reason DICE will give us, is that the Pit Crew skin was not supposed to be purchasable with company coins last year, and its inclusion was initially a mistake. This wouldn't really make that much sense, as how can you accidentally include a skin in that way, and even if you did, surely just leave it, cut some very minor losses to keep a bit of good faith with the community, and then just find another skin to make Boins only. The second possibility is that DICE have included the skin by accident in this recent update, and will take it back down off the armory within a few days and replace it with another payable skin. This is more of a possibility, but again, it's not a very good excuse. The final reason might be that they thought they could get away with taking an item back off the armory and reposting it, asking for a real life sum of money, instead of making a new skin and then going about it the proper way. Whether this is true or not, I really don't know. It's up to you to make your decisions, but until DICE bring out an official answer, I'm not going to speculate on it too much more. In terms of issues like this in games, I can tolerate a bit of incompetence and mistakes are often made. But this all now hinges on the way DICE choose to fix this issue. If it was me and I was making the change, the way I'd do it is I'd go back into the armory, I'd keep the skin payable, but I'd also add an option to buy it with company coins, the same price that you could buy it for last year. I'd also make it that you could buy separate parts of the skin, because some people, unfortunately, have bought part of the skin and then can't then buy the other part of it with Boins, so they're left with having to pay for the full skin with Boins in order to get access to it. In an added twist, the cosmetics that were previously purchasable with company coins were not actually that easy to get hold of as well, considering you couldn't earn company coins at the end of last year. It kind of adds a bit of salt to the wounds really, because this skin was available to get with in-game currency, but you couldn't get the in-game currency at the time, and now it's returned and people are ready to purchase it with their readily saved company coins, but you can't because it's only Boins exclusive. Pretty annoying stuff, and again, this is probably why this thing has been a hot topic on Reddit. Again, as I said, they do need to address the fact that some people bought part of the skin with company coins at the end of last year and now are being forced to pay 750 Battlefield coins to buy the entire part of the skin, almost doubling up on certain aspects of the outfit. I really wish that you could buy parts of the outfit for a little bit of Battlefield coins, or you could buy the whole thing and get a bit of a discount. That would make sense, and we could go from there. In all honesty, I do think that Battlefield coins and cosmetics have been done in completely the wrong way. The way it should be is that you buy the entire outfit or parts of the outfit for company coins, or if you don't have the time to be earning company coins and you still want the outfit, you can go down the route of the Battlefield Boins system, pay for some stuff and then you buy your cosmetics that way, almost like a shortcut for playtime. Haven't really got too much of a problem with that as long as the cosmetics are still attainable for those that play a decent amount of hours. Who knows whether you watching this video do really agree with me. I think that a full price game also having some very steep and expensive microtransactions for things that aren't really that special and now were previously purchasable with the in-game company coins, well, it's just a little bit odd and not something that I can get behind at all. Finally, I just want to take a look at the rewards in Battlefield 5. I'm talking about the things you get rewarded for completing the weekly assignments and for the Tides of War. Now, the rewards, in my opinion, are a bit of a joke. Recently, we have been subject to a company coin reward of 5,000. Yes, that's fine for some people, as 5,000 company coins might be a nice little boost, especially if you only play a few hours a week and you really need that boost. For those that put in serious hours though, 5,000 company coins is just not enough, and it signifies how out of touch the people making these decisions are with the community. The Battlefield community have a selection of different players. There are a wide amount of different play styles and different gamers. Some people play an hour a week, some people play 40 hours a week or more. Some people will play the game for a month and put it down, others will play it for the full 2-year cycle. You need to make sure you're catering for everyone, and the best way to do that is to keep up to date with the community and see what people are doing. 5,000 company coins is so far off the mark, it's just not even worth talking about. Reddit doesn't reflect the entire community's thoughts, and neither does Twitter or YouTube, but what I can say is that good games tend to get praised a lot, whilst the bad games usually roll into a snowball of negativity. This means it's very difficult to gauge what the community is thinking at any one time on Reddit or Twitter or any social media. However, being a part of that community does put you in a better situation. Devs that play the game and play other multiplayer games might have a better understanding of what needs to be done, especially when it comes to rewards for in-game playtime. This is made even worse when you think about the things DICE could include. Think about the Madsen, the Shosha, a new melee weapon, new cosmetic items, maybe even a few Boins. There are loads of things DICE could include, and for me, 5,000 company coins is not only the easiest thing they could include, but it's just not the right number. It should be far more. Maybe have a scaled system where if you complete half the challenges, it's 10,000 coins, all the challenges is 25,000 coins. That is, what, a couple of skins? And that makes you start to think that maybe the reason they're not giving you these company coins is because they want you to buy Boins, and especially linking into what I've talked about in this video, transferring some skins to Boins only, it really does leave a sour taste in the mouth. As mentioned at the start of this video, Jeff Braddock is going to be looking into this in more detail, and maybe by the time this video comes out, because I do make my videos about a day ahead of time, the whole thing may have been fixed, but it is still an interesting point to discuss because DICE have consistently made large mistakes throughout this game from the very start to this point in time. And it's not only cosmetics, it goes into loads of other things. However, the recent updates have been fairly positive. So it's like any other Battlefield game, especially if you look back to Battlefield 4, the game improves over time. I think the major turning point for me is going to be the introduction of Chapter 5. That's when the game is going to become what it was supposed to be, and all these little changes are building up to that. The only thing I can say is that I really do hope that Battlefield 5 is the game that they planned. I really want to see this World War II Battlefield game that has some slightly different takes on the stuff that we're used to, but also some new maps with Chapter 5, the stuff that we really want to see in the game, some new environments, some new factions, new weapons, new vehicles, and so on. Less of this drip feeding content and just give us a big stack of things we can get our teeth into. I've also attached a couple of screenshots that show you some new cosmetics coming to the game. They are the 2 elite soldiers, and whether you like them or not, that's up to you. I certainly won't be buying them. I didn't buy the first 2, and I don't plan to spend any money on Boins in the game at all. It's just not worth it in my opinion, but that's a decision you have to make for yourself. These have come from Temporal, a guide that goes into the files and manages to find interesting things. As you can see here, you've got the mini-map for Mercury, so you can see the shape of the map. Could be an interesting one, but until I play the map, I can't really comment. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Make sure you let me know what you think of this company coin and cosmetic disaster or debacle or whatever you want to call it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.